Unacademy. Let's crack it.
Hi guys, so welcome to this video. I am very happy to have with me Dr. Bhargav today. This is more special for me because he is from Rajkot, the same place which I belong to. So his story is something which I very vividly remember. So he's done his MBBS from GMERS Patan, which is a semi-private government medical college. And I remember him vividly because he had texted me sometime in July saying that, ma'am, I've gotten less than, 500, I think, 516.
Yeah, 516.
5 6 rank in INI-CET May, and how do I get it to less than 50 in November? And what he's achieved is like precisely that. He's gotten a rank of 25 in INI-CET. So there are very few people, who know what they want and they get what they want. So I mean, big kudos to you, and it is such a big inspiration, I think, to everybody who is listening in. I know we are doing this a bit late after the results, but your story is something which needed to be told, so better late than never is what I believe. So many congratulations, and tell me, how are you feeling?
Yeah, thank you very much. So, like, it's just like a dream come true for me. As we always say, there is something known as power of visualization.
Yes.
So, I have always visualized for this, like a day, like when I will get to talk to somebody who, like, for especially you, as you said that I texted you at that time. So, I just had a desire that, like, maybe in the next attempt I would be able to get it. And today is the day, so just बिल्कुल सपना ही है.
Amazing. It's so amazing. And share with the students, how did you go about it? And with NEET in 3 months, so I think the main purpose of putting this video is also to help the students, guide the students with the common, problems that we are facing. I think there are too many resources out there, and students are really confused कि क्या करना है, क्या नहीं करना, especially क्या नहीं करना is
Mm,
the more important thing
mm,
because there's so much food. So I think that is the
yeah,
main point, that how did you do it, and how would you advise your juniors to go about it?
yeah. So my preparation can be divided into two parts. Initially when I got to 500, and then following it when I was able to get into the top 50. So initially I used to stick to a single platform. It was an online platform, and I completely stick to it. And till the end of the exam, till NEET, I was able to do it completely from over there. And yeah, I was particularly good in sense that my strategy was up to the mark till that point. But what I feel is what there was a difference was in the last 4 months of my preparation, which took place after NEET and before November INI-CET.
Hmm.
So initially, I just watched a video of Dr. Adarsh, which was available on YouTube on Dr. Aditya's channel.
Correct.
So from that, I draw some inspiration, as he was having a similar kind of rank as me, and
Hmm.
he was able to get a EIR 1.
Yes.
So that was the initial part where I thought that yeah, I could also replicate that thing.
Hmm.
I knew that he is from EAMS and I am from GMERS Spartan. So at that point of time, the scope of improvement was too much for me.
Yeah.
like uh, but I had that belief that majority of our students, me, we start from whenever we give our first GT, then our PR would be like somewhere in the range of 80, 85, or maybe 75.
Hmm.
So when I got 2.5k rank in the NEET, my PR was nearly 99.
Hmm.
So I had that feeling that I have been able to transcend this a big difference from 75 to 99, up to 99. So just I need that one more percent. Like, even if I will get just a slight or minor improvement of 0.5%, then my rank would boost, and I would definitely be able to get into this uh, INICT and get a rank of within top 50.
Yeah.
So I started like that. And uh, then came the phase when I came to know about you and the platform of Unacademy.
Hmm.
So during that phase, I was just casually browsing, and I had just downloaded Telegram, and I came to know about all those channels.
Hmm.
And recently, I got links to your channel, as well as some of the videos which you used to upload, and also the free videos which were available. So initially, I just gave it a try and thought that maybe I could just give it a shot and start from scratch. As initially, it was kind of difficult for me to get back on track, as the path was not so easy for me. As my internship was just got over, and counseling was constantly getting delayed at that point of time.
Yeah.
And so I just started with your videos, and yeah, day by day I got sort of likened to it, and it came to point I nearly watch all of your videos which were available in the app. And also I used to attend majority of the classes, or we can say live quiz, which we were conducting at that point of time.
Mm.
So yeah, initially it went like that, and especially I followed the your thing that yeah, I have heard many of those INI-CET toppers telling that the last 10 to 15 days are extremely crucial,
Yes.
and it can definitely fetch you a great rank.
Yeah.
So I just focus on that. So when I planned specifically in such a manner that from 1 to 11th date, so my INI-CET was on 12th, so I specifically planned that from 1 to 11th I would be doing one whole revision of whatever I can. And it is regarding thinking about the outcome, I would give like 120% each day without thinking about the outcome. So yeah, so I started with your BTR sessions, which were available on the app.
Mm.
They were very important, and yeah, they helped me revise all those volatile stuff which was available in the app. And at that time also, I got sick for 3 days. Like I was suffering from dengue from second to fourth date. So it was a sort of a luck for me, as well as I specifically planned that I may need a buffer of 2 to 3 days.
Mm.
So yeah, it fall perfectly for me, and I was so lucky enough to give this attempt, and also counseling and alternate dates uh, fall perfectly for me. So ज़्यादा मुझे दिक्कत नहीं हुई आखिरी के 10 दिनों में.
Awesome. I think what I can feel listening to your journey is how well visualized, how well manifested it was. You were in control of your entire strategy, and this is so important because usually how I have seen a lot of students be is कि अभी 6 months है तो ठीक है, we are chilled out. The moment 3 months the button hits, we panic and suddenly we change resources.
Yes, I
कि
do.
अब जो भी करा दे है ना, now let me just do whatever last ditch effort I can put. Then comes 1 month, let
Exactly.
me just do whatever is available now. So when that happens, that confidence never comes. When you are in charge of your entire preparation, no matter what resource you are using, when you know what is going to happen at every point of time, when you are in control, I think it makes so much of difference. And that is a very big reflection in your entire strategy, that you already had a good reading. It's not like because you want, because of the NEET PG counseling, you already had a seat. So you were gonna get a good seat. So you had that confidence also, that I have a seat at the back of my mind, and that always helps. Obviously, that always
Yeah.
helps with the confidence ki ठीक है, I have to give the exam with nothing to lose spirit. That was the case with
Exactly.
me also, कि ऐसे देते तो
Yeah.
exam का pressure चला जाता है. So I think
Yeah. Yeah.
two.
I have.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Go.
I have listened to one of your videos in which you mentioned this thing as well,
Hmm.
that you were in a similar position as well. जब आपके पास भी मतलब सीट थी और आप जस्ट एक ट्राई देना चाहते थे
Hmm.
फुल अटेम्प्ट. सो मेरा भी ऐसा ही था. मतलब मैं भी नीट पीजी के लिए इनएलिजिबल था
Hmm.
when it was earlier scheduled. So
Okay.
only after my
Hmm.
internship deadline got extended, so me and my colleagues got eligible for this exam. So at that point time of time as well, I was specifically looking for targeting INI-CET me at that point of time. So
Hmm.
कितनी भी प्रिपरेशन हो सके तो वो पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम तक मैं मेरा प्रिपरेशन ठीक से चलता रहे, और एक मेरे पास माइलस्टोन रहे
Right.
कि कुछ भी हो जाए, मतलब पर मुझे यहाँ तक कुछ ना कुछ तो मैं अचीव कर पाऊंगा. और जब भी मुझे एग्जाम देने का मौका मिले तो नेक्स्ट टाइम आई वुड बी इन अ बेटर स्टेट एंड
Yeah.
इन अ बेटर फ्रेम ऑफ माइंड.
Yeah, so you were always destined to get this. I mean, it was all, very, very, it was all leading up to this point. So that is what is clear from your journey, ki, it was destined to be this way. Amazing. And, I think two messages from this is one, take the pressure off the exam, create a macro plan and a micro plan and be in charge of your preparation and take the pressure of the exam. Not everybody has the luxury ki koi ek seat hai hamare paas and then we are writing the exam, but you will always get get, yes, more exams, after NEET there's always INI-CET, so everybody gets that opportunity, yes. But again, still, it's very important that you write the exam without the pressure of the rank and the seat. That is so important, क्योंकि हम उस हिसाब से जब एग्जाम देते हैं तो इतना प्रेशर हो जाता है हर एक एमसीक्यू पे कि वो हम उस पे दिमाग ही नहीं लगा पाते जितना देना चाहिए. अबाउट द एग्जाम पर से, मतलब एग्जाम के टाइम पे क्या स्ट्रैटेजी था आपका एग्जाम देते टाइम पे?
सो मैंने आपका एक दिन पहले जो आपने सेशन कंडक्ट किया था, आई इवन अटेंडेड दैट. सो I was traveling to the city of my examination. So it is located 150 kilometers away from my home.
Yeah.
So while traveling in the bus, I was just watching that session, and like I was closely listening to each and everything which you were saying. So like I knew that these are the things which I need to concentrate on. One of it was answering a question on the basis of its merit. Like that was the basic thing, which I used to apply in each and every question which I used to answer. Like whenever I see a question, like I don't panic or I don't hurry up to answer it. Like या एक लाइन का हो या फिर 15-20 लाइन का हो, I used to attend in the same frame of mind. And also I just especially for this INI-CET, like you always need more thing of common sense rather than applying too much of your knowledge and exaggerating the situation. So I just need to focus more on common things, and they usually definitely help. So also the error of margin is a bit more in INI-CET, which I feel,
Yeah.
rather than NEET, as the number of corrects which are being marked by the students are increasingly day by day in NEET. So I knew that I always has this luxury of a bit of error of margin. So I was never panic, and in general too, like always used to be calm and composed in any exam which I used to give. So that also helps. And I from initially only, so my strategy was same which you mentioned in the video as well, that 65 and keeping the remaining ones till the end. So I was able to like complete the similar number of question in my first 2 hours, and I like vividly remember that there were nearly 70 to 72 questions which were remaining in for my last 1 hour. And I also mark some of this year it was named as flat questions, so which are basically same as mark for review questions.
Right.
So I nearly marked 10 to 15 questions for this under the section of flag. So and one more thing was told by you that there would be a rough patch in the examination. So it came initially for me only, and it was in the first half hour only that there was a phase of 15 to 20 questions which were a bit off color for me, but I was just answering it in a great frame of mind, and I was already cool at that time. So it didn't hinder my pace and didn't like create too much panic for me. So then came that easy phase, and I was like heavily confident, and I was relying on that fact that in last 1 hour it would be great for me.
Yeah.
So as things started, and in the last hour I was able to complete 75 question in nearly 48 minutes. So I was left with 10 to 12 minutes, and I have nearly 15 questions under the flag segment. So I was able to complete it, and and that I always give any exam with the intention of marking maximum number of questions. So I already marked 199, and last 1 minute was remaining. So I thought about giving that one question a chance as well, and I attempted all of them.
Awesome. I think that one question pushed your rank from 50. You wanted 50 rank, right? You pushed from 50 to half of it was 25. I think it was that one question that made the difference.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
yeah.
maybe.
I think if you saw, I was so happy when you were describing the journey of the paper, because I was feeling so proud, because that is, when I took that Ashirwad class, I have made it a tradition. It's, I think I've
Yeah,
taken since 2 years, and like 4 exams I've taken this session all the time, and I am so proud of you that you have followed the core of what I wanted to say, and that makes me so happy. And kudos to you. And what पूरे इंटरव्यू में what I could really gather is how clinical, you have been in this entire process. You were totally in control of your preparation, you were totally in control of the exam, right? Rather than it being the other way around, where the exam takes the better of you. In a lot of panic situations, we make the exam the center of our life. Instead, you were in control of the exam, you were in control of those 3 hours, and you knew what is going to happen. There is going to be a rough patch, there is going to be easy patch. The time that you have, the questions, which are there. And no matter how long the question is, you will see it as it is, right? And that is precisely
Yeah.
what needs to be done. That is all there is.
Mhm.
When we put too much emotion into it, sometimes that is not a very good thing. In exams, in life
Exactly.
maybe it might be good, but in exams it is not good if you put too much emotion into it. You have to be very practical and very clinical, and that is what I can gauge from you when I'm talking to you, and that makes me very happy and very proud as a fellow Rajkotian. It makes me more proud, but otherwise also, having been in touch with you and having taught you, it makes me a very proud teacher also, if I can say that.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
congratulations, and anything else that you want to say, please go ahead.
Yeah, so I would like to add that the we often tend to look to too many resources and try to gather as many as the best thing and the best Q banks and the best GTs we try to give. But what we often tend to forget in the exam is it's just a matter of 3 hours of time. So we as a I used to see so many of my colleagues as well as now there are so many persons asking me as well. So what I feel lacking is that. They don't plan specifically for this 3 hours. They plan lot of about those 2 years, those 3 years, even for some
Yes.
that they will plan like this and that. But the strategy which they are lacking, which I feel is those 3 hours as well as the last 1 week.
Yes.
Like for pushing your rank from those 3 years of your hard work to boosting it to maybe say in the top 1000, it is quite doable and you just need a better strategy for it.
Yes.
So what I feel is this point, if they can specifically manage or target what they need to do exactly in those 3 hours, or maybe for need they say, let's say 3.5 hours, then they will definitely come out with flying colors. And I also feel that just like you, what you do in on the from the platform of Unacademy, there may be other platform which may start doing the same thing, so it will definitely do a lot of benefit to all the students out there.
Yes, hopefully. I think
Mm,
the whole
mm,
idea is to make things easier for all of us. It need not be so tough, and so it should not challenge your
mm,
sanity as much as it is
mhm,
doing in today's time.
mm,
That is what I feel.
mm,
It needs to be simpler and it needs to be more concise. The amount of information
correct.
overload which is going on is not needed. You need to be
Mm,
very practical and very smart about the entire process, and you
mm,
beautifully summed it in the last part, wherein we ignore the 3 hours, which
yeah.
completely matters, and we give so much importance to preparation and GT scores and whatnot. So
Mm,
I think this is so very well said, and hopefully this will be very helpful to all of the
mhm,
listeners. And
yeah.
thank you so much, Dr. Bhargav, and it was great
Yeah.
talking to you. And
Yeah.
all the best to you. See you soon in AIMS Delhi, hopefully. So,
Yeah, thank you very much, ma'am.
so
Yeah, highly grateful to you and the team.
my pleasure, my pleasure. Thank you so much, and all the best. Bye.